Greetings, I'm the Cheshire Human. Since curiosity has killed the cat, I'm here to tell you the things that the Cheshire Cat couldn't. Today, I'm talking to you about the cube of morality, and let's get straight into it so I don't waste your time. This cube was invented by a man by the name of Patrick Bateson, and what this cube does is it decides whether something is moral, specifically in regards to animal suffering and medical testing on animals. Okay, so now let's take a look at Bateson's cube. It is a three-dimensional object that has three axes. Now, normally in mathematics, these three axes would be the x, y, and z axes, but in this case, they have changed to the animal suffering axis, the certainty of medical benefit axis, and the quality of research axis. Now, I will proceed to explain exactly what all three of these means and why some of the cube is carved out. Alright, so let's start out with why some of the cube is carved out. Now, the principle behind this cube is that if there is a block in the space that you choose, then it is not okay to proceed with the research. It is immoral. But if it is hollow there, then it is a-okay to continue. Now, obviously, this is not a legal thing, right? This is just something to guide people's decisions, and it honestly makes a lot of sense to use this when trying to research something. Alright, so the first axis I'm going to cover is the animal suffering axis. This one is basically self-explanatory. It's how much the animal suffers. If the animal suffers a lot, it's near the back of the cube. If it suffers not a lot, it's near the front of the cube. The next axis is the certainty of medical benefit. So basically what this means is just how certain are you that this will work. If you're trying some crazy out there theory that is nothing more than conspiracy theory, then you should not test it on animals. But if it's something practical that most likely will work, or at least there's a high chance of it working, then it's okay. And it's near the high side, not the low side. The final axis is the quality of research. Basically, this just means if it's something really important or really not important. So if it's like a cure for cancer, the quality of research would be higher, and if it's just testing your new makeup product, it would be lower quality of research. Alright, so now let's have a hypothetical situation. Suppose you are trying to come up with a cure for cancer, so that quality of research would be high. You're not that certain that it'll work, so the certainty of medical benefit is low, and the animal suffering is moderate. Now, where would this fall in the cube? Since it's a cure for cancer and it's high, it would be on the topmost layer. And since it's a low certainty of medical benefit, it would be on the left side. So on the left side, on the top layer, you can see three cubes that it could possibly be, and two of them are filled in, and one of them is hollow, and which one it is will be decided by the animal suffering, and since the animal suffering is in the middle, it's not high, it's not low, it is, as you can see, in the middle of a filled-in cube. So if the animal suffering were low in this instant, it would be okay to continue with this, but since it's in the middle, not that high, not that low, it is not okay to continue with this. I just added an arrow because I wasn't sure if you could follow along, but as you can see, it is that cube. Now, overall, I feel like this is an important thing to know about, not just when you're talking about animal suffering, but also human suffering, and, not just medical research, but other things. If there were other types of cubes like this, where you could decide if something was moral or not. I know morality is not black or white, but still, it is somewhat useful to have this, at least, concept out there to help guide your decisions. I know that the Cheshire Cat would be happy that we learned this together. If you want to honor the Cheshire Cat even more, check out some of my other videos, and like I said, I don't like wasting your time, so they're all rather short, so go check them out. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.